Welcome back to Legally Speaking with the McLario firm. So on TV and movies, whether real or fiction, we often hear about criminal law cases and then civil law cases. So today we're breaking down the basics of civil law.
That's right, and joining us now to explain is attorney Brooke Houston from McLario. Thanks for joining us.
Of course, thanks for having me.
So what matters are considered civil?
So technically anything that's not criminal is civil, but there's some big kind of sections we think of. So like family law or contract law, probate, personal injury, those are all, kind of big things in the civil field. One thing people don't think of is restraining orders or injunctions. Those are actually also dealt with in the civil court.
I'll be right over.
Wait, defamation as well?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, slander, defamation, all that stuff. So yeah, as long as it's not, being prosecuted by the state criminally, then it's considered civil.
Does that include stuff that we would see like on the People's Court and all those TV shows where they're
Yeah,
not
so,
criminal?
a lot of like, oh, well, we, had a dog together, now we
Yeah.
broke up, that kind of stuff, that would be in a civil matter.
When you watch that stuff, are you thinking this is real, or is it close to what reality is sometimes?
It can be, especially with pro se people who don't have attorneys. I wish some of our judges would have, more of a personality that, but there's a reason they're on TV.
Yeah, so if you think you have a civil case, what are the first steps that you take?
Yeah, so I would definitely reach out to an attorney's office and kind of give just, the general background of what you're thinking and kind of get a professional's opinion on where you might be able to go.
Mm-hmm. If someone thinks that they might have a case, can you share some tips of how to prepare before they reach out to an attorney so they're not wasting time? Because we know some attorneys charge by the hour.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I would definitely just start gathering all information you have. So, pictures, contracts, emails, anything that you can put together, and also putting together like a timeline of the situation. That can be very helpful too.
Okay.
Very smart.
Yeah, I mean, is there a way to resolve a civil dispute not in court? Do a lot of cases go that way as well?
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, me personally, I would love to resolve stuff not in court, just more informally. But I always recommend like talking to the person you're having an issue with first and foremost. See if you guys can come to some type of an agreement. If that doesn't work, you can hire an attorney to talk to the other party and try to negotiate, outside of actual litigation.
Mm-hmm. What happens when you think you have a case and you're struggling financially or something and you want to come and talk to an attorney?
Mm-hmm. So there's not a lot of civil like pro bono attorneys, unfortunately, but if you have a matter that can fit into like small claims, so either under 10,000 or under 5,000 depending on what you're dealing with, you can represent yourself in those cases, and a lot of the judges are very understanding of people representing themselves in those smaller cases.
Just to follow up, would somebody from your group like consult with someone before they represent themselves, but maybe not do the full representation?
Yeah, so we do offer like a free 30-minute consult, and I definitely give, a little bit of advice for how someone can proceed if they're not able to hire an attorney to represent them.
Okay, yeah. So, a lot of law firms out there. Why the McLario firm? What do you think makes you stand out?
Yeah, I think we're just very open to having a discussion with anybody. We don't turn the door away. Almost all of our consultations are free, so it definitely doesn't hurt to start with us. And we also have, decades of experience at the firm, so we've handled most types of situations.
And I've been there, and it's a tight-knit community. Do you like that community aspect, especially if you're helping out small businesses in the area?
Yeah, I love it, and I live in Milwaukee, but working in the Falls has been great, and I do have a couple of clients who are like local business owners, and the community really is just a wonderful spot to be.
Going back to matters for a moment, can you maybe give an example of what somebody approached and thought they had a civil case but they didn't, and then something else where maybe they didn't think but was?
So recently somebody had contacted us who got injured playing like a pickup basketball game, and usually you're not going to have a case if you get hurt. You're assuming some of the risk when you're playing a game like that. And we told him we didn't really think he had anything. Hopefully he reached out to other firms and maybe somebody else represented him, but that wasn't something we could do. As far as people not thinking they have a case and they might. I
And it
can't
probably
think of
doesn't
a
come up. then,
yeah.
like, how would you find that?
Yeah, well, I got injured in a basketball game and I lost my front tooth. That was
Well, you
15,
wouldn't
15
know
years
it.
ago. I should.
You're gorgeous. I'm bookended by beauty. Thank you so much.
you.
That's
Yeah, of
really great
course.
info, and it makes me want to be very litigious.
Yeah, yeah. Well, give us a call.
I will. Thank you so much. All right, well, you can contact the McLario firm like I'm going to for a free consultation. And if you have a legal question just brewing in your mind, maybe you've got a potential civil case. So you can ask McLario a direct question via this website, tmj4.com/legallyspeaking.